So with the first film, Jumanji, nearly making $1 billion at the box office, it's pretty obvious they're going to make a sequel. And I'm glad they did. My name is Brandon Keith Avery, and this is just my opinion. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Thank you so much for tuning in to my opinion/review for Jumanji, The Next Level. I really do appreciate it. And if this is your first time finding me and you want more movie reviews, trailer reactions, me responding to entertainment news, or just anything I think is cool, please right now click on that subscribe button and also the bell so you can be notified when I make uploads, and you will be on your way. Jumanji, The Next Level is, of course, the sequel to Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, that came out in 2017. And, of course, if you want to go back even further, the original Jumanji film that came out in 1995 with the late Robin Williams, I thought that film was great. It still holds up because I've seen it recently. And so when it was coming out with the reboot in 2017, I can't say that I was just like super excited about it. Possibly thought it was a waste of money or a waste of resources, thinking, okay, why don't you do something else with your time and efforts? Let's give me something new. But I end up loving the film with the ensemble cast. I thought it was great. I even own it right here on Blu-ray 4K. Got it right there. So that's just a testament on how great I love this film. And, that made my expectations for this film even high. I did go in with high expectations, expecting to be, blown away. And I'll save that for just a little bit, whether I was or not. But this is being written and directed by Mr. Jake Kasdan, who did the first film, or the first rebooted film in 2017, Welcome to the Jungle. And if you know his films, he has a pretty nice filmography under his belt. I think it was like 1998. He did Orange County, that also stars Jack Black. I was in high school at the time. I thought that film was great. He also did Walk Hard, The Dewey Cox Story, Bad Teacher, which I really didn't care about that film. Sex Tape, which I thought was hilarious. And like I said before, he did the prequel to The Next Level, Welcome to the Jungle, Jumanji, with the cast that we have right here. But what is this sequel, Jumanji, The Next Level, about exactly? Well, in Jumanji, The Next Level, the gang is back, but the game has changed. As they return to rescue one of their own, the players will have to brave parts unknown, from arid deserts to snowy mountains, to escape the world's most dangerous game. And while I just said this is the world's most dangerous game, you may be saying to yourself, okay, this is just a game. You don't have to take it seriously. Nothing's going to happen. All these characters are going to be okay. And that's really just not the case for me as an audience member. As I'm witnessing this film, there really is a true adventurous element to the film. There really are stakes in this movie. To me, I really do care about the characters, where they come from, and their outcome. And that's just another reason why I love this film, or I love this series. Now, I will say something that did turn me off early on in this film was the beginning. As we're getting to know the characters and all that good stuff, it's not that much good stuff. It kind of seems forced. It kind of seems shoehorned. It kind of just seems like the characters are there when they really don't want to be. Just kind of like that awkward high school reunion that you have to go to, but you really don't have to go to. I didn't go to mine. I just didn't care to. But I mean, I don't know. Things was not really meshing well with me at the very beginning of this movie. And it was just kind of like blah. Now, on the other hand, with Danny DeVito, he is a new cast member in this movie, and I fell in love with his character instantly, especially him and Danny Glover. Danny DeVito, a bit more than Danny Glover, but Danny DeVito, I don't know, it was just something about him. Like, he just seemed like that old uncle or grandpa that you actually want to hang out with, that you would not mind, introducing to your friends. And I say that, in the silly way, because there's no one in my family that I would be embarrassed to introduce, to my family and friends. But at the same time, I don't necessarily want to just hang out with them all the time. But with Danny DeVito's character, I wouldn't mind taking them here or taking them there or taking them to the arcade or wherever, if that's your sort of thing. But while I just wasn't that turned on at the very beginning, while all the characters from the previous film was coming together, when they actually got into the game, that's where all the magic happened. That's where I felt like a kid again, you know, just embracing this whole thing. Just like I really want to go on this trip and just be blown away for all the mysterious and fun things that may or may not happen. And you just don't know what's going to happen. I mean, this is in the jungle, just like the first film, but it's also in the desert. And one of the things I love about it is it takes it beyond that, because when I read the synopsis for this movie, it takes you into the snowy mountains as well. You do have a great villain in this that's kind of comical, kind of corny at times, but I am a corny guy and I like that. And it kind of just fits within the narrative of this film. That particular portion does not feel forced. But, you know, what I like is while we did get a lot of what came before in the previous film, they did switch things up to give us something fresh. And that was the best part of it. I mean, this movie is freaking hilarious. I was laughing from beginning to end. I think Jack Black, he stole the show. Him and Danny DeVito stole the show. I mean, they could have, like I said, given us the same thing, but they didn't do that. And the way that they wrote it into the story, with the game being broken and not being able to function the way it should and having glitches and things like that, you know, the movie itself throws a number of surprises at you. And, you know, you're experiencing that for the first time as an audience member, you know, but seeing the characters in the movie react to it as well, just kind of like spot on and random, that just makes it that much more entertaining. And so while we get some of the old characters that came from the past, we also get some new characters, what I mentioned, which are Danny DeVito and Danny Glover. Some are in the trailer, some are not. Some just kind of pop up out of nowhere. And I was just like, wow, I did not know you was in this movie. And I think you're a great actor, a great actress. And so that's just another surprise that you get. Like I said, the movie is funny. There are stakes, and this does feel like a true adventure. And this is not just another popcorn fun film. And if it was, there's nothing wrong with that, but it does kind of pull on your heartstrings a little bit too. I can't necessarily relate to what our elders go through that are 50, 60 plus, but I think there's a little nuggets in this film that they would appreciate, that I did appreciate as well. Just like, you know, hey, there was a strong element in this film that it was just saying that you shouldn't beat yourself up for getting old. It's not a curse, it's a gift. And that was throughout this whole film. And I thought it was beautiful. You know, I mean, I really did. And I just got to give it to the writers there for including that in the film, because to me, it actually spoke volumes and was just a nice cherry on top at the end of this film to make it that much better. As far as the next level being better or worse than the first film, at the very least, I'm going to say it's the same. It's definitely not, like, oh, I like this movie, but the first one was better. They're at least the same, or Jumanji: The Next Level may even be better, than the first one. Like I said, I cared about the characters, I cared about the relationships, I cared about the outcome of the story. I love this film, and I'll easily say that it is something that I possibly will be buying on Blu-ray 4K as well. My only turn off was the beginning, the introduction to all the characters again. It just didn't flow that well to me and felt a little bit forced. But after that, everything was magical. If I had to rate Jumanji: The Next Level out of a 1 out of 10, I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. Yes, an 8.5 out of 10. But guys, that is just my opinion. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you liked the video, please go ahead and give me the thumbs up. Also, please subscribe to this channel. Please help me reach 20,000 subscribers by the end of the year, because it would be great to start out the new decade 2020 with 20,000 subscribers. You can also look me up on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, all that good stuff. It's right there at the bottom of your screen, and you also have links down in the description box and the pinned comments. All you got to do is just click on the link and then click follow, and you help your boy out. At least help me reach 1,000 followers on Instagram. But guys, again, I just want to thank you so much for tuning in. And before you go, don't forget to always chase your dreams, because I'm chasing mine. My name is Brandon Keith Avery, and that's just my opinion. Peace.